The great man does whatever a great man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Great Man. A video from Great Man.
Hey there, it's another competition, another contest, another community video channel, RWheatley0206. He's got a contest going on at the moment. I'm not sure what the prizes are or anything like that. I think it's available to anyone in the world, otherwise I wouldn't be doing it, because he's in the US. I think he's posting it anywhere. I believe he is anyway. If he's not, I'll win our prize tag someone or whatever. But he wants to, his competition runs to the end of February. I'm not too sure what milestone he's celebrating or working towards, because I keep forgetting to write that important nugget of information down. But I know what the criteria is. He wants to know why you collect, what led you to start, why do you continue? Right, okay, so why do I collect? Well, what led me to start my better? Well, I don't know, it's like comics. I liked the Batman '66 TV show. That was, you know, must-see viewing in my house. All the kids would all get together. Batman's on. We all watch Batman. You know, that was back in the day when we only had 2 or 3 channels on the TV. So, you know, to have a program that was aimed for the kids and, like, you know, it had to be watched. And later on in the '70s, we had Wonder Woman. Do 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 do. My next intro is going to feature that music for sure. But anyway, yeah. So I don't remember. I used to get comics from long as I can remember. We'd have like UK British comics, more cartoon comedic kind of comics, like Bash Street Kids and Whizzer and Chips and Knockout and Monster Fun and Cheeky Weekly and Plug and did I say Buster? I can't remember. Jackpot and Beano and Dandy and Core, Whoopee was another. Those kind of titles, and it'd be like one page, kind of like it'd be silly things like Peter's Pockets. And he had like pockets, so he could pull anything out of his pockets, and it'd be like one school fighting another school, like the Bash Street Kids, and the Jocks and the Geordies was another one I remember. Loads of silly little cartoony things like that. The proper Dennis the Menace, not the one that you Americans know, but the proper Dennis the Menace with his dog Nasher. But anyway, I don't know what one came first, to be honest, so I can't really say he's proper, because maybe your one was around longer. I'm not too sure. But anyway, so I used to read those, and I used to like the cartoons, so the TV show. We didn't get too many superhero cartoons. I remember when I did start collecting comics, you used to have like a centre spread showing all the cartoons that were going to be on Saturday morning, and I'd be like, wow, look at all the cartoons they get in America. Well, no, it wouldn't be that voice. It'd been, wow, look at all the cartoons they get. Why have I gone Liverpool? I don't know. Wow, look at all the cartoons they get in America. Oh, I wish we had them. That kind of thing. But yeah, I've got off the tangent again, haven't I? Yeah, so yeah, I like the cartoons. I like reading anyway. I was always a massive reader. Always loved reading. I don't remember not being able to read. You know what I mean? I don't remember ever going, oh, this is pictures. Oh, what? No, you know, that's probably because my memory's crap. But you know, I cannot remember a time I could not read. Obviously, I didn't come out blinking at my mum's belly reading, but yeah, but you know, I must have started reading at a really, really young age. I remember when they tested me when I got to school, I was reading pretty good level when I first went to school. I've gone on a tangent again, haven't I? Yeah, so I don't know. I must have just walked into the shop one day. We didn't get an awful lot of pocket money, but every now and again we got a bit of pocket money. And I remember, I'm pretty sure I must have bought my first comics around the corner from my dad's house. So every other weekend I went to visit my dad, and he used to pick us up the comics. He used to pick us up a weekly, like every week, and I think I probably started off with Whizzer and Chips, you know, or Cheeky Weekly was the one that he collected for me. Plug was another one we used to get. My brother used to get 2000 AD, and I'd always read his comics as well. And I'd go around there with my pocket money, probably buy myself a bar of chocolate, and bought myself a comic. And when I saw them, I was like, probably like, oh, I recognise this from TV. It was probably a little while after the TV show finished. But I mean, I think my earliest comics, there's a couple of flashes. All the earliest ones are from 1979, when I was just 9 years old, just coming on 10 at the end of the year. And yeah, so I don't know, I just saw them in the shop, started buying them. But to be honest, I didn't really buy that many because I was only with my dad's every other weekend. I didn't go to the shop every weekend. I wish I'd said no, going looking back. I could just kick little me for not bloody buying more, or saying to my dad, "Dad, can you stop buying me these kiddies comics now and start getting me superhero comics?" I wish I'd done that. I'd have so many more Batman. Just imagine, I'd have the whole of that 80s of Batman detective comics. If only if I'd blinking thought smart and got him to buy me them instead of the ones I was reading. But anyway, I didn't, so I don't know where I'm going now. We're on a tangent again, aren't I? Yeah, so I liked comics. I bought them, I had a little pile of them at home because I bring them out from my dad's after, and I take them home, I had a little shelf, little pile like that, and we used to have, see this is a bit confusing, we used to have UK Marvel variants, it's like paper, not paper like in comic paper, but like newspaper kind of paper, and they used to have like a larger kind of, and they used to do a lot of them. I had quite a few of them. I don't seem to have any of them anymore. So I must have, I don't know, maybe they got torn up or something, but I don't have them anymore. But I used to read a lot of those, I remember. But anyway, the thing that started me buying comics properly was when I was working and a comic shop opened down the road from where I live, and my mum came home from wherever she was one day. She said, "Graham, you like comics, don't you? There's a shop open down the road selling comics." And I was like, "Oh, I must check that out." And from there I bought like loads of comics, and then I was like, never less than probably 20 comics on my monthly pull list, and like bought a few back issues as well. Not as many as I could have done actually. I should have bought a lot more. But even then, as a collector, all I ever really did was collect the monthly titles. I really didn't do enough of like picking up old comics then. I should have done. It would have been a lot cheaper back then if I'd done it at that time. Anyway, the next part of the question is, why do you continue? Well, I don't, because I stopped in 2013 after collecting from like the mid 80s, maybe 86, so that kind of time. I stopped in 2013. They were no longer gripping me, they were no longer engaging me, they were expensive, I was lacking space, and I'd buy them and I'd read through the stack and it would be like more of a chore, it started to get more of a chore for me. It was like, well, okay, I'll read it, but I'm not really enjoying it. I'm kind of like a depressive kind of person anyway. I've had lots of depression over the years, and I just didn't. I thought, I'm going to bother anymore. I was skint. Money. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. It was before my mum died, but it was only a few months before my mum died that I stopped actually. And I think I was already depressed because she had cancer, and that was depressing me. So anyway, I stopped comics about 2013, and I started again when I started doing my comic videos. That's what got me started again, really. So, but I'm reading ones that I like. I'm reading old ones. I'm reading from the era that I enjoy. I just think the art is better in those ones. I much prefer it. I mean, they're just better to read. They're easy to read as well. You can read them and you know what's going on. Maybe a bit too simplistic. Maybe my brain's too simplistic for modern comics, but I just find them so convoluted. I bought a couple of batches that were going cheap, like a New 52 Supergirl. I've written New 52 Action Comics, and it was just like, oh, these are a bit, they're not enjoyable. They're all right. They weren't too terrible, but they were like, I much prefer the old 80s action that I bought recently, and like some old Supergirls or something like that. So I was just like, yeah. So that's what I'm doing anyway. So at the moment, I'm keeping up it because I'm trying to get my runs together. But yeah, I do. I talked about like a depression, but I do wonder sometimes. It's just like trying to fill a gap, like a hole that I'm missing in my in my pit of my stomach. It's like it's filling me up with a bit of interest, a bit of something to look forward to, getting more packages and like reading more comics. But I just hope, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder if I'm just going to suddenly go, what am I doing this for, and stop bothering. But I don't know. Hopefully not. Hopefully I'll stay positive. But anyway, I wasn't good. Yeah, whatever. That was it. That'll do. That's a competition. And you can call that my competition entry. It's rather crap. So that's it. RWheatley0206. Why you collect? What led you to start? Why do you continue? And hopefully I will continue. And that'll do. I've gone on far too long and been far too boring.